In this video, I'll be covering how to use both strict and regular auto-scheduling within the Gantt layout. In order to use auto-scheduling in your workspace, you'll first want to go to your profile and then to your workspace settings. Here, you'll see the option to toggle on or off the Enable Gantt auto-scheduling setting. To add dependencies within the Gantt layout, you have two options. The first is to add the dependencies in the chart itself, and that's probably the easiest way. To do so, you'll hover over any of the tasks in the project layout, and you'll see these white circles. Those circles are what are going to connect the actual actions within your project plan. So to connect kickoff and pre-production in this case, I'll hover over the white circle to the right of kickoff, then click and drag to pre-production. I'll continue to do that for a couple other actions within this project as well. So now I can see if I bump out kickoff, all of the actions that are dependent on it are going to adjust in their dates as well. If I pull kickoff back, it will leave any of the dependent actions in the future. To add dependencies within the panel, I'll go to the gear icon, select the appropriate options here, including predecessor, and then I'm able to adjust the predecessor within the grid as well as within the chart. So I'll add post-production as the action that send for approval is dependent upon. And in order to do that, I'll just reference the reference number for post-production. Once I add that into the predecessor column and hit enter, I can see that the dependency link has been added within the chart as well. If I'd like to make any adjustments or add multiple predecessors, I can add that here in the panel as well. I'll just need to add a comma in between if I have multiple. Within the Gantt layout, you have two different options for how you'd like to schedule your dependencies. So the first option that we looked at was the unstrict or standard Gantt auto scheduling. And we do have an option to enable a little bit more of a strict scheduling. So that's going to allow you to add in lag time in between the actions in your project. So to turn that on, I'll go into More to access the settings for each project. And I see an option at the bottom called Enable Strict Auto Scheduling. Once I've turned that on, I will have the option to create a lag between the actions. So by clicking on that dependency link, I'll see a pop-up that is going to allow me to adjust the distance in between the actions within the project plan. Then, as I move any of the actions in the project plan, it's going to keep that lag no matter if I'm moving the actions forward or backward in time. If I move any of those actions back, it will retain the strict lag time of 0 within each of these actions. You can also click into any of the action cards to double check that you have the correct dependencies and as well to see the status of any of the dependencies linking your actions.